Now, if you're looking for headphones that are going to give you the ability to listen to voices very clearly without having to raise the volume, you're going to want to watch this video. This is EBP Man Tech Reviews, and today we're going to look at the ZVOX model AV50 headphones. These feature Accuvoice technology, and they're going to allow you to hear things like you never heard before. Let's get right to it. But you're ghosting every text and call. Oh no. Now, have you ever been in a situation where you're watching a movie and there's an explosion, there's some action going on in the background, and you just didn't quite hear what the person said? Well, these headphones, the ZVOX model AV50, highlight voices using a technology called Accuvoice. This is also a great set of headphones for someone in your family, so if you have your mom or your dad that are older and just don't get why people are all into these headphones because they just don't see a need for it, well, these are going to be the ones for them too, because they highlight voices using something called Accuvoice technology. It makes it easier to hear the conversations, anything that's going on in a movie. If you're watching YouTube or if you're streaming something from Netflix, it highlights them. The other cool feature is that they also feature active noise canceling, and they're extremely affordable. So let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, before doing the unboxing, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features beyond that Accuvoice technology that allows you to hear voices much clearer without having to raise the volume. So first of all, you have up to 18 hours of battery life, and that battery life is going to vary based on your usage. So if you have, for example, active noise canceling, you're going to see around an average of 12 hours. If you have these connected to a wire, right, and still having those features on, then you're going to see around 15. If you're looking at 18 hours, you're going to get that by having the Bluetooth mode without using any kind of active noise canceling. So again, this is going to give you a wide variety of uses. And then once again, that Accuvoice technology means you don't have to raise things really high in order to hear things. And that's going to be great, especially if you have a family member, your parents that are maybe older and have maybe some difficulty hearing. This is going to help because it's going to highlight things without having to raise the volume. And when you raise the volume, everything raises, the action, the noise, and the voices. So this is going to give you the ability to really highlight those areas. Now, in addition to that, we talked about the fact that these have active noise canceling. And I'll tell you, as we take a look at these and talk about the audio quality when listening to music, it really helps when it comes to creating an immersive experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they look like, and we'll see what comes in the box. Now, in the box, we're going to find the travel case with the headphones inside. And as you can see here, the travel case is pretty small. It's one of those crush-proof travel cases, so you don't really have to worry about it in your backpack or in luggage getting crushed. Now, as we take a look at the insides, what you find is you have a series of cables. So you have both your micro USB charging cable and your aux cable that you're going to be able to use to listen to music, connecting it to a device or if you're on a plane. And then you have your headphones. And your headphones, as you can see there, they're folding model type, so that they fold and they open just like this. Now, the neat thing about these headphones is that they are very flexible. So you see, as I open them up like this, you have memory foam at the very top. As we look at each one of these earpieces, you do have a clear indicator of your right and your left, and my ears feel or fit nicely in each one of these areas. I also didn't experience any kind of overheating with these, nor did I experience any kind of vice type feature as it's squeezing at the top of your head. Now, the controls are pretty simple as well. Oh, and by the way, you do have some adjustment here, and you have feedback, so you can listen to that. So it adjusts really nicely. Now, you do have some controls here. So first of all, you'll see that you have your USB charger here. You have your plug-in there, pinhole mic, power multifunction button, volume rocker. Very, very simple, again, when it comes to the controls. And again, it fits what I would consider what you would expect from headphones of this type, at least from a style perspective. Now, for those of you who are curious about the look of these, let's go ahead and put these on. I have them adjusted. They cover nicely, and what I like is that they don't really come out too big. So they're, you can notice that my fingers as they go through here, they don't really come out. They're not very large. I don't have a huge profile on my head. I'll turn to the right and turn to the left. All right. And again, no vicing. They feel comfortable, and I don't have any kind of overheating. So next, let's talk about audio quality. Now, as we talk about the audio quality, they have a great audio experience and they're very immersive, especially when you turn on the active noise canceling. So I noticed as soon as I turned on the active noise canceling, it was an incredibly immersive experience. Bass, mids, and highs are present, but these are not for bass heads. This is not something that you're looking for that are going to be really heavy on the bass side, but it also isn't gone. So because it's not bass heavy, it's not going to overwhelm your mids and your highs. Matter of fact, your mids and your highs, especially the vocals, are very crisp and clean. And what I found is that there's much more detail being picked up. So as I was listening to music, if you were listening to someone playing the guitar, it was really crisp. You can hear them hitting those chords. If you were listening to any kind of music that included bass, it was present, but it was, again, wasn't overwhelming. So it's a really, really pleasurable experience. And as I had mentioned previously, turning on the active noise canceling creates a very immersive experience as well. So you turn on that active noise canceling and everything else melts away and you have a great audio experience. Now next we're going to check out what the audio quality would sound like when wearing the AV50s. So if you have some headphones, put them on and let's go ahead and take a listen.
Boy, it's been a while since we talked and my head's getting nervous. I can't handle this on and off. I can't, no. I just gotta know.
Noise canceling on.
Want to remain sane, but you ghosted every text and call. Oh no. You could be running off with somebody else. Ooh, boy, I ask myself, yeah. Wait, maybe you're just off doing what you said. Ooh, think I've lost myself. Tell me what's the hold up, baby. Tell me why your phone's off lately. I don't wanna go all crazy, but I think I'm losing it. Tell me where your heart is these days. Are you being honest with me? I don't wanna go this cray-cray, but I think I'm losing it back.
All right, so that was the audio quality test. Let me know what you think about that in the comment area below. All right, so now we're going to do a call quality test using the ZVOX AV50. Since you can see I'm in a noisy environment, simulating noise all around me, anywhere from 50 all the way up to 84 decibels. Now this is what the call quality would sound like when making a phone call on the ZVOX model AV50 headphones. This is a test, 1, 2, 3, this is a test. Let me know what you think about the call quality of the ZVOX AV50 headphones in the comment area below. So next we're going to do an active noise canceling test of these headphones, and you hear the sound around me. And we're still in that same noisy environment all the way up to 84 decibels. So what we're going to do first is we're going to switch to the audio inside of the headphones, and then we're going to turn on active noise canceling. Alright, so now that was the sound level of what I can hear inside the headphones. Next, let's turn on active noise canceling and see what happens.
Noise canceling on.
Alright, so that's what the noise canceling feature sounds like. Let's go back. We'll turn that off.
Noise canceling off.
That's with noise canceling off. And now let's go back to the normal environment. So that's what the active noise canceling sounds like in a noisy environment. Let me know what you thought about the active noise canceling in the comment area below. So that wraps up our review of the ZVOX Model AV50 active noise canceling headphones with Accuvoice technology. Let me know what you thought about this product in the comment area below. Would love to hear from you. And guess what? They're on sale for this holiday season. You may want to pick one of these up.